Hello everyone, and welcome back to Coronavirus Corner. Earlier on we were all in our front gardens trying to make ourselves heard over the ice cream van when the vicar rode past on his bike and we heard that familiar screech of brakes and crash we've come to know and love. Mandy ran over to pick him up and he was sat on the pavement with raspberry ripple all over his head. And little Harry from over the road was sobbing his heart out and shouting, "Mom! The vicar stole my cornet!" He was mortified, especially when Mandy's top fell down when she bent down to help him up, and Harry shouted, "Mom! She's waving her boobies at me!" Old Patrick was doubled up laughing, and when Teresa came over to get Harry, he said to her, "I'd lay money on that little lad of yours growing up to be a police informer." Oh, she looked daggers at him. But before she could say anything, the vicar offered to buy us all an ice cream, so she shut up and had a mivvy. It's been one of those days, because as Mike, otherwise known as Freddy Freezer, was handing out our ice creams, the Mr. Softy van came round the corner. Now, he's never been on our road until lockdown, but it's like turf wars in Bridland. I've never seen so many ice cream vans. I suppose they're all desperate for business. He pulled up outside mine. He knows we only buy from Mike, but when he saw Mandy stood there, he got out of his van, went over to her and said, "Hey up, love, do you fancy a nibble on me corner today?" The vicar went bright red. Mandy was magnificent. She just looked at him like she'd found an earthworm in a yoghurt, and she said, "Social distancing, Kevin. It means stay out of my road." He looked at her and then he saw the vicar right next to her and he said, "Oh, I see. You're getting him all hot under the collar now, are you?" Which would have been quite funny, except Mandy had a fling with Kevin a while back and he's still angry with her for finishing with him. But as she said to me, there's only so many things you can do with hundreds and thousands, and they get everywhere. Andy's breath smelt of kippers. Anyway, I digress. Mike got out of his van and said he'd reported Kevin for breaching the ice cream merchant's code of trading, and if he showed up on our street again he could get arrested. And Kevin spat at him. Imagine spitting when you're selling edible treats during a pandemic. And then he got back in his van and drove off. And Mike said there isn't an ice cream merchant's code of trading. And Harry asked if he could learn how to spit, which really tickled old Patrick, who said he was just like him when he was a little lad. And I suddenly pictured Harry as an old man with a runny nose and realised how quickly time passes, especially during a pandemic. But then I realised my cornet was melting and I got chocolate ice cream all over my fingers, which was a reminder to stay in the present and wash my hands. Today's sensible tip is eat your ice cream before it melts. And do the same with life. Enjoy it while you can. You take care, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.